We have some restrictions with the stub areas. Stub and totally stubby areas do not allow virtual links, but they also don't allow redistribution. They do not allow redistribution. So you cannot have an ASBR in a stub or totally stubby area. That's an absolute rule, unless you apply this exception to the rule, and that is you use a not so stubby area. Not so stubby areas allow you to circumvent or sidestep the limiting factor of a stub or totally stubby area, and that is that you can't have an ASBR within it. This is a really interesting one. What's going to happen is our area is still going to filter type 5 LSAs if it's this kind of stub area. Any stub area is going to block type 5 LSAs. But what we do is we give external routes of the ASBR a different value. It's going to be a different value. It's going to be an LSA type 7. What this is it's the same information as a type 5 LSA, but it is not going to stay as a type 7. The ABR of an NSSA is going to rewrite that LSA as a type 5 LSA for the distribution into the rest of the autonomous system. So we give our LSAs coming from the ASBR a hall pass just to get us to the backbone area and through the very dangerous area that doesn't want to see what we're injecting into it. It doesn't want to see external routes. But maybe you have the need of building in an ASBR into this area. So that's what we're doing. We're saying, I'm going to make, I might have been a stub before, but we're going to change it to an NSSA or totally NSSA. Usually I don't abbreviate that. Usually I just say totally NSSA. But here we see a TNSSA. So what are we getting still? We're getting similar behavior here. If it's a regular NSSA, we are going to be filtering external routes. We're going to be using default inter-area default route to route to the external networks. If it's a totally not so stubby area, then we will be increasingly reliant on that inter-area default route because we're going to be filtering type 3s as well. Type 3s will make it in if it's a regular NSSA. Type 3s will not make it in if it is a totally version of this area type. Let's review. Not so stubby area does break the area rules in the sense that stub areas disallow ASBRs. That's what we're sidestepping. So now we can have our cake and eat it too. Our cake is filter type 5s. Eat it too is have an ASBR. The redistributed routes coming from the ASBR type 7, they're going to be converted to type 5. The ABR is going to be injecting a default route still into the area.